Welcome back to another beginner's guide. Today we're taking a look at Squirrel Girl. The nut-eating and butt-kicking girl likes to keep a bit of distance while she launches acorns to take down her enemies. She's ranked as a 1-star difficulty because of her easy-to-understand kit, but there are times you have to learn to optimize her potential. Something you should get familiar with is her tail bounce ability, which allows you to traverse the map with ease and take high ground in certain maps, giving you a better vantage point to rain her normal attack Burst Acorn on her enemies. She shoots acorns that can bounce off surfaces and explode in a small radius, doing damage. This lets her do well when there are a lot of enemies grouped up. If a vanguard or a duelist starts to dive on you, you can use her Squirrel Blockade, which launches a large acorn projectile, imprisoning the first opponent it hits, letting you get away or lock someone down to secure the KO. If you happen to use both of her abilities in quick succession of each other, you can activate her Mammal Bond, which allows you to use one of her abilities without a cooldown. Her ultimate is Unbeatable Squirrel Tsunami, which summons a horde of squirrels that charge forward, dealing damage and bouncing off of structures. That's all of her abilities done. Let's take a look at some of her tips and tricks. Her normal attack and Squirrel Blockade can both bounce off of structures, giving you some different ways to approach the enemy. If you're struggling to directly hit your enemies, you can shoot the ground near them where the acorn won't bounce as aggressively. This does less damage the further away they are from the center of the acorn blast. Playing around her Mammal Bond ability is key to getting away or taking down the enemy. You can activate it before you use any of her abilities or after, but when you do it before, the abilities are up a bit quicker, allowing her to either double jump with her tail bounce or lock down someone twice with the Squirrel Blockade. Something you should also keep in mind is that Mammal Bond also reloads her acorns. One of the best ways to engage with her is by charging up her Squirrel Blockade, then hit them with a few normal attacks. You can also start with the tail bounce and charge the Squirrel Blockade in the air if you need to close the gap. If you're up against a vanguard, I highly recommend starting with her Mammal Bond, then use her Squirrel Blockade, shoot an acorn at them, then blockade again, and try taking them down with normal attacks after that. I hope this video was helpful. If you want to see more guides like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and remember to keep leveling up.